हेलो एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू वेदीफाई। मैं हूं आपकी दोस्त और होस्ट पहेली। डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस बेल आइकन टू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल एंड गेट एवरी चैप्टर, एवरी एक्टिविटी ऑन द सेम चैनल वेदीफाई। सो विदाउट एनी वेट, लेट्स स्टार्ट आज का चैप्टर।
So first of all, we do an activity by comb dry hair. So comb your dry hair. अब एक पेपर लेते हैं और उसके स्मॉल पीसेस करते हैं। अब हेयर कॉम्ब करने के बाद कॉम्ब को हम लेकर आते हैं इन पेपर पीसेस के पास में। What happens? Comb attracts small pieces of paper. Do you know why? Because comb has charged particles in itself now because of rubbing the hair. Now rub a glass rod with a silk cloth and bring the rod near an inflated balloon. Observe what happens. Glass rod also becomes electrically charged. The glass rod gains an excess of electrons, giving it a negative charge, while the silk cloth loses electrons and acquires a positive charge. This charging process is known as triboelectric charging. When the charged glass rod is brought near an inflated balloon, which is typically made of rubber, the negatively charged glass rod repels the electrons within the balloon. It causes a redistribution of charge on the surface of the balloon. From these activities, can we conclude that on rubbing two objects together, they become electrically charged? But ये चार्ज आता कहाँ से है? इसका मतलब एटम के पास में चार्ज होता है और एक एटम से दूसरे एटम तक ये चार्ज ट्रांसफर होता है. So that means an atom is divisible and it consists of charged particles. We also know that charge cannot be created or destroyed. If the negative charge is transferred from one atom of a matter to another atom of another matter, then the positive charge should be remain on the first matter or first atom of the first matter. So we can say here that an atom is consist of both negative and positive charged particles, and these are known as subatomic particles. And now we know that these subatomic particles are electron, neutron and proton. The first subatomic particle which was discovered first is electron, and electron was invented by J.J. Thomson. But electron को discover किसने किया और कैसे? So J.J. Thomson named scientist discovered electrons first. He did an experiment for that. J.J. Thomson conducted experiments using cathode rays in a vacuum tube. He observed that these cathode rays could be deflected by electric and magnetic fields. So that means cathode rays were composed of negatively charged particles. He called these particles as corpuscles. Later, it was named electrons. So J.J. Thomson's experiments indicated that electrons had a negative charge. But the question was, what is the position of these electrons in an atom? We all know that atoms have electrons. But what is the position of these electrons? According to this model, atoms were thought to be composed of a positively charged pudding with embedded negatively charged electrons resembling plums. We all know that atom has proton, neutron or electron. But how protons were discovered? In 1886, the German physicist Eugen Goldstein was studying the properties of cathode rays in a gas discharge tube. He was very puzzled when he observed that when a perforated cathode was used, a different type of ray was formed. He called them canal rays, and these canal rays traveled in the opposite direction to cathode rays. We know that cathode rays are negatively charged. So canal rays were diverted to the negative charged cathode, and this indicated that canal rays were positively charged. Just like cathode rays are made up of electrons, canal rays are made up of protons. J.J. Thomson's model postulated the position of electrons in an atom. But what is the position of proton? The position of proton was discovered by a scientist, Ernest Rutherford, in 1919. He performed the famous gold foil experiment with his colleagues. They bombarded a thin gold foil with alpha particles and observed their scattering patterns. The unexpected results led to the discovery of the atomic nucleus and the proton. Rutherford and his team expected the alpha particles to pass through the gold foil with minimal deflection. However, some particles were deflected at large angles and a few even bounced back. This observation indicated the presence of a concentrated positive charge at the center of an atom, and this concentrated positive charge was named as atomic nucleus. Rutherford concluded that the positive charge in the nucleus was carried by a particle called the proton. The proton was found to have a positive charge represented as +1 and a mass approximately 2000 times that of an electron. The discovery of the proton revolutionized our understanding of atomic structure, providing insights into the composition of atomic nuclei and the fundamental particles that make up matter. Together with the electron, the proton forms the basis of the atomic structure and is an essential component of every atom. In general, an electron is represented as E- and a proton as P+. The mass of an electron is considered to be negligible and its charge is -1. So an atom was composed of protons and electrons mutually balancing their charges. So the number of electrons are equal to the number of protons. It also appeared that the protons were in the interior of the atom, whereas electron could easily be removed off, but not protons. The structure of an atom.